very blessed day, everyone. Greetings to you in the name of the Father, the Creator, the Most High, Ella, Yah, Yod-Heh-Vah-Heh, Elohim, Netta, God in her modern day name, and in the name of the Lord Thoth, Melchizedek, Yehovah. This is Neophyte DAG bringing you another message. The gathering of the Adam KADMON and the return of the holy city, Zion. That's what we're here to talk about. The return of New Jerusalem. That's what we're here to talk about. The return of Zion in America. The Holy Land. That's what we're here to talk about. But before we begin, you got to know that you are indigenous to this holy land of America, no matter what who or what say. So I ask you, who are you, O children of Israel? Who are you? Because if you don't know who you are, you won't know where you're coming from, and you won't know where you're going. So who are you? Who are you, O children of Israel? Who are you? 2nd Ezra 6 verse 54 tells you, you are Adam of the Adamic seed. You are Adam of the Adamic seed. You are of the children of Israel. You are of the children of Jacob. You are of the children of Judah. You are of the children of Ephraim. You are of the copper color skin people. You are of the brown race. And you are the caretaker of this planet. That's who you are, O children of Israel. That's who you are. You are the brown skin, copper color skin race. You are indigenous to America. You were here before anyone else arrived. You were here. That's who you are. You are the chosen people of the Most High. That's who you are. You are those. All those things are you. All creatures are made to be ruled by you. That's what you're made to be. That's what you were put on this planet to do. You were made the Lord of all the creatures. Lord of all the creatures. You are of the Adamic seed. Everyone knows who you are. So that's why I'm asking you, do you know who you are? You are the brown skin, copper color skin race of this land. Put here in charge by your Father and by the Lord. You didn't send yourself or appoint yourself. You were given, made the Lord of this planet. Who you are, O children of Israel, indigenous before anyone got here in America, where your holy land is. That's who you are, O children of Israel. But we're just getting started. Everyone knew who you are, and they have worked very hard to make sure this message doesn't reach you today, to let you know who you are. American. You are the true American, originally applied to the original copper color skin race here before any Europeans arrived. That's who you are. When they landed, they saw you here on the coastline, from South 3rd, from the south, all the way to the north, all the way up to Vermont. You were here, dark-skinned people, not unlike the Ethiopian. You were here, Verrazano voyage along the Atlantic coast of North America. Put you here. But we're still not done. 2nd Ezra 6 verse 55 says, the Lord made the world for you. All the world was made for your sake, O children of Israel. Judah, Jacob, Ephraim, the copper color skin people of the Adamic seed. That's who I'm talking to right now. Your benefit this planet was created for. That's who you are. But we're not done yet. Still not done yet. You are the first root race people. first Adamic race put on this planet. That's why it was made for you. You were given the caretakership, the rulership, the government of this planet, and you were chosen to do that work. That's who you are. 2nd Ezra 6 verse 58. We, your people, O Lord, and of the Most High, who you called firstborn, first root race. You, that's who you are. The first that was put on this planet to make sure it is governed righteously. That's who you are. But we're just warming up. I told you. Judges 16 verse 17 said that you were a Nazarene. That's who you were. Spiritually connected. Back all the way to Orion. 100% every time. When you're ready and you find out who you are. That's who you are. Oh, children of Israel. You are a Nazarite. Never been shaven, never been cut off from your Most High. Never, no matter how hard they try, they lick you down, your bones right back. What a hard Adam to kill. You cannot kill Adam. He bounce right back. Anything you do to him, he bounce right back. He who endureth to the end will get a crown of gold. That's who you are. Going for your crown of gold in your gathering. That's who you are. Therefore, even though you were shaven, even though they cut you off and do all kind of things, that is only for a time. Only for a time. Then the Most High and the Lord shall wake you back up, which is now. Now, when the Nazarite, the Nazarene, when the Nazarenes are coming back for their holy land of America. That's who you are, O children of Israel. Therefore, don't ask this question anymore, because the answer is given to you as you live at this time. 2nd Ezra 6 verse 57. Oh, my Lord, behold these heathens, behold these ungodly, behold these unrighteous, which have ever been reputed, known to you and everyone else, as nothing have begun to take lordship away from us and subject us to all kind of afflictions. That's what you went to your father and the Lord to complain. And he said the time wasn't done at that time. But now he's saying the time is done. Time for you to know, who are you, O children of Israel? Who are you? 2nd Ezra 6 verse 59. If this world, this planet was made on our behalf, why we don't have that planet? And he said, quiet down, your time is coming. Your time is coming, and your time is now, O children of Israel. You shall inherit this planet. Last one to rule this planet, O Esau, he shall be the end of that world, and the new world which cometh after belong to Jacob and Israel. That's the answer he gave you. 2nd Ezra 6 verse 9, he gave you the answer. Endure until the end, because your crown, your gathering, your redemption is coming. 2nd Ezra 2 verse 27. O children of Israel, Judah, Ephraim, and Jacob, do not be over anxious about when the end is coming. Do not get frustrated. Do not weary out yourself. Do not give up, because when the end comes, in that tribulation that's right around the corner, and anguish come to all the heathens who have ruled over you, you shall be rejoicing. You shall have everything that you need. Great plenty, overflowing of everything that you need, while others are weeping and sorrowful and wailing and gnashing of teeth. You, O children of Israel, be patient, be not anxious. Your time is coming when the nation or those who had subjected you to all kind of ridicule or whatever they were doing shall envy you, O children of Israel. They shall not be able to do anything about where you're going, you're gathering, and you're getting back. Zion, America, delivered back to you, O children of Israel. They shall not be able to do anything against you. Who said that? Who said that? Who in the room said that? The Lord says it, and it says, and it says, and it shall be so. Nothing can stop what's coming to you, O children of Israel. Make yourself ready for the Lord. Make that joyful noise that he told you to make. Raise up your vibration in the right language that you were given as the people that were caretaker of this planet. So I go back again and I ask you, so who are you really? Children of Israel, who are you really? Before you got fallen down by the Gentiles, by the heathens, by all the wicked. Who are you really? Who are you? Let me ask you one more time. Who are you really? Do you know who you really are? Let me give you an answer to who you really are. Genesis 14, verse 13. You're of the Abrahamic seed, that descended from the Adamic seed, and you are a Hebrew. That's who you are. You are a Hebrew, not in the sense that you know it as, but I'm gonna dig you deeper into who you are as a Hebrew. Genesis 14, verse 13. And when they ask you who you were in the story of Jonah, when they did ask you, all the heathen that had you under captive at that time, ask you, who were you, O children of Israel? And you answered them proudly and said, I am a Hebrew. That's what you answered and said to them. I am a Hebrew. That's what you answered and said to them. And they all became afraid. That's what I'm here to tell you. Once you know who you are, that you're a Hebrew. And I'm going to tell you what being a Hebrew is. Everyone shall know when you speak. Everyone shall be quiet when you speak. Everyone shall have respect when you speak. Everyone shall have fear when you speak. Because you are an Hebrew. That's who you are, people. That's who you are. Jonah 1 verse 9. But we're not done. I told you we're just warming up. Acts 22 verse 2. Acts 22 verse 2. And when Paul began to speak, they heard his voice. They heard the language he was speaking in. They heard the tongue he was speaking in. Hebrew. That's what you were speaking in, people. Hebrew, no English. Who brought English at your front door? Come drop it off with you. You were speaking Hebrew. When you spoke your Hebrew, they kept quiet. When they hear your Hebrew, they kept quiet. They can't speak. They can't speak. And cow down, die down, kill out that vibration. Because the Hebrew language is the strongest vibration in the whole galaxy. Oh, children of Israel, you are Hebrew. I am also a Jew of the tribe of Judah. That's who you are also. You're a Jew. That's who you are also. You're Hebrew and you're a Jew. Zealous, anxious, respect, dedicated to your Lord and to the Most High. Ella, Yah, Yod, He, Vahu, He, the Netter of Netter, YHWH. That's who you are zealous toward. But you're an Hebrew. Jonah 1 verse 9. He told you told everyone that you're a Hebrew, and they were exceedingly afraid because they know with the Hebrew language you can chant down any Babylon. It's the loudest language of all language. Hebrew. That's who you are, children of Israel. Don't let anyone quiet down your voice. Speak in your Hebrew language. So, if you are Hebrew, as it's told to you by everyone, if you are Hebrew, why aren't you speaking in Hebrew? Why you're not pronouncing no words in Hebrew? Why you're not having any conversation in Hebrew? Because you are an Hebrew. That's what you told everyone before the Gentiles arrived, before the Europeans arrived, before everyone else arrived who were trying to make sure they rob out all Hebrews that was left on this planet. History of the American Indians, the people of color, copper color skinned people, which you are, not unlike the Ethiopian. You, that's what it's talking about. You, page 18 of that book, written by James Adair. By your strict, permanent, divine precept, the Hebrew nations were ordered to worship Jehovah, which is Yahweh. You hear me, children of Israel? You are of the Hebrew nation. You're permanent. That means it's forever. And your strict code, it's forever. It's a divine precept, a divine law of the Hebrew nation. If you're a Hebrew, why aren't you speaking Hebrew? You worship at Jerusalem. In old Egypt, you have your Jerusalem. Here in your North America, and you worship Jehovah, but there was no J in your Hebrew alphabet. So where did J come from? We're gonna get to that. The true living God, Yahweh. That's how you call them. Yahweh. That's how you call them. You chanted his name, Yahweh. So, you also, as the Indian, you styled the Most High. You styled the Lord Thoth, Melchizedek, as Yahweh. Greetings to you in the name of the Lord Thoth, Melchizedek, Yahweh. That's where it's coming from. Translated, Adonai. That's how you called him as well. Mark those two words, Yahweh. Adonai, those are your Hebrew name. For your Lord, Yod-Heh-Wad-Heh. For your Most High, you add the other H onto Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh. That's how you get the Most High name. You take off the last H, that's the Lord's name, Yod-Heh-Wah. That's who you were worshiping. That's who you were styling. That's who you were practicing under your Hebrew nation custom. So if you're an Hebrew, why aren't you speaking Hebrew, oh children of Israel? Page 164 of that book. When you return, you as an Hebrew, from being victorious because Yod-Heh-Wah, Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh made you successful and subdue all your enemies. Who did you give praises to? Yahweh. You think I'm making stuff up? You are an Hebrew. Your Hebrew name for the Most High, Yahweh. That's the Lord. Yahweh. That's for the Most High. Adonai, you're shortening for the Lord. Adonai, the shortening for the Lord. But you called him YHWH as they're printed in the books because you weren't ready for the true name of your Lord. You weren't ready for the true name of the Most High in your Hebrew tongue, your Hebrew language. But you're an Hebrew, the first race of people, the first program that was put in place on this planet used by Adam. And if you're from the Adamic seed, you are Hebrew. So you must know your Hebrew words. Now, Jehovah, that's when they switch it up, anagram it for you, code it up, change the Y in Yo to a J, switch over the O and the E and gave you Jehovah. Not at all, Yahweh. That's the true name of your Lord. In Hebrew, Yod-Heh-Wad-Heh. In Hebrew, for the Most High, Yod-Heh-Vah-Heh. In Hebrew, for the Most High, Yod-Heh-Vah-Heh. In Hebrew, for your Most High. going back to your name. You are the first root race. So you have to be speaking in the first root race. Language, tongue. That's who you are, children of Israel. But we're not done. I told you, we're just warming up. Page 220 of that book. The American Indians in North America. You're being Jew. That's who you are. You are a Jew. That's who you are. By your rights, your civil rights, your custom, and what? Your language. You spoke Hebrew. That's the language you spoke until someone said, enough of the Hebrew speaking. You're going to learn a different language created by Lucifer and his satanic followers. That's what you're speaking right now. No, holding no tongue on that one. Your custom, Hebrew custom of the Hebrew nation. You are a Jew. You are a Jew. Isn't that what Paul told you? I am a Hebrew and I'm a Jew. That's you, O children of Israel. So you don't have to ask no more questions. Who are you? You are a Jew. You are a Hebrew. You are of the Adamic seed. You are of the first root race. You are of the first program that was put on this planet, making you ancient of days. When you see the ancient of days and it's talking about it, that's you. But you're now in a fallen state, ready to move back to being ancient of days. That's you, O children of Israel. But we're not done yet. Melchizedek, written by Dr. Doriel, tells you he was actually the originator of the Hebrew alphabet. Melchizedek invented it, and he chose you. He chose you. He chose you to be custodian of the knowledge to be taught later on. At this time, at the end time, in what? Hebrew. That's how you're supposed to read and teach. Hebrew, he taught you. Hebrew language. That's what he came and he taught you. Hebrew. So as well as he was the originator of the Hebrew alphabet, he taught you the Hebrew alphabet. He taught you the Hebrew alphabet, and he made you the chosen people for that alphabet, for that language, to hold it until this time when you shall teach that same language to everyone on this planet. That's who you are, my people. You are an Hebrew. Excerpt from the Egyptian Book of the Dead, where it talks about those, but I want you to know, those and Melchizedek are the same spirit, main spirit moving in different bodies, same spirit of the Lord, Thoth, Melchizedek, Yahweh. He taught the letters of the alphabet. He made them. He invented the letters of the alphabet. Do you think he's talking about the English alphabet? No way he's talking about that. He's talking about the same one that he taught you while you were in Egypt, while you were in America. Ancient Hebrew alphabet. That's what you were taught. You were chosen to hold that knowledge now at this time where you will teach everyone that Hebrew knowledge and language. So why aren't you using any Hebrew? You're a Hebrew Israelite Jew, Nazarite, of course. You have to now move back to your language, but let me figure out where alphabet come from. We're gonna go back to school right now. Alphabet. That's where it's coming from. In your modern day dictionary, alpha, first letter of the Greek alphabet. Beta, second letter of the Greek alphabet. Professor, I have a question for you. Where did the Greek get the alphabet from? No, don't worry about that question. They made the first letter of the alphabet. But Professor, where did the Greek get the alphabet from? Where did the Greek get the alphabet from? Don't worry about that question. The Greek made it and they gave it to the Romans and now you have it. But Professor, one last question before I let you move on with this class. Can we check the etymology of the word alpha and beta? Make we check that word, Professor, because something is wrong with that alphabet. meaning that you're giving me? Because you're coming, Professor, at a time when the Christians already converted the Hebrew to English and all the lie that came with English. 1619 act that was passed against you, O children of Israel, be it enacted. Conversion of the Indian to a Christian religion. Native children from this point on, 1619, will be educated in English, the religious language of the heathens. That's what you will be educated in. They call it true religion, but it's not. The true religion is the Hebrew religion. So we go back to the professor. Because you had to re-educate me. What was those alphabet in my time when I was speaking Hebrew? That's what I want to know, Professor. Go back to the history and etymology of alpha and beta. Go back, children of Israel. When they give you words and meaning, make sure you check the history and etymology. Down below, scroll all the way down where they shove it at the bottom of the meaning. Go down there because that's where the meat of who you are always buried, to make sure that you don't get it if you don't scroll and scroll and scroll until you reach the end when they give you history and etymology of alpha and beta. What does it say? It says it's Semitic origin. You are Semitic, oh children of Israel. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Akin to what? Hebrew. That's where they stole your language from. Hebrew. And give you back A, B, C. Hebrew. Aleph. That's the first, the number one energy in your pyramid. Aleph, Mem, Shin, that's your alphabet, but we'll get to that. Beta, same thing. Semitic origin, originate from you. Oh, Hebrew, taken from your Hebrew word. Beth, that's your word given back to you in English, claiming to be of Greek, and it came from Greek. Lies, oh children of Israel, as I told you. You are Hebrew. Every language on this planet is formed from your Hebrew, or needs your Hebrew to unlock it. You are Hebrew. No more lies gonna work. Adam is what we call the Semitic people. One distinct group, one line of people, Adamic people, Semitic people, which are the brown races of people. Brown races of people. That's who you are. Oh, children of Israel. So when they come and tell you you're Semitic and you're supposed to be Caucasian, we're not going to be bothered with that. Semitic means you're a person of copper color skin, brown skin, race of people put on this planet to govern everyone else. You were chosen for that. You didn't choose yourself. You were chosen by the Lord and the Most High. Yod he what he, Yod he what. That's who chose you to be the people on this planet, to govern this planet as the first original root race people. That's why I keep telling you, you are the first root race people, the first people given the YHWH code, so you can work that code in your Hebrew tongue to make sure all on this planet is subjected to your righteous rule. That's who you are, my people. But we're not done with them. Give them back their information that they gave themselves, and you now have it in your hand. The Races of Europe, a sociological study by William Z. Ripley, PhD, and all kind of different titles. And he's from MIT, and he's from Columbia University. And in 394 of his book, he told you who you are. He told everyone else, but no one shoved down that memo to you, telling you the English Jews are dark-skinned people, but they're of lighter complexion. They're much lighter than the Sephardic Jews, who are peculiarly dark. They're very black. That's what peculiar dark means. But the Semites are dark-skinned people. You hear me? Semites, dark-skinned people. All evidence in sacred book point to that. Bear it out. Prove it. Keep saying it over and over and over. That's what those books keep saying. He's the original dark type, thus making him black. That's what the Semites are. That's what the Adamic seed are. Dark-skinned people, the people who are Hebrew, who have the Hebrew language and have been put on this planet as caretaker, rulers, custodian of this planet. Science agree with it as well. Every study that they did came back to say, you were the dark-skinned people, the brunette people, the brown-race people. That was the first root race. The Semite people, the Jew people come back the same. Same result, no matter how many times they do the study, come back the same. Since we're in the mood to check up on history and etymology, since we're now in the mood to check some history and some etymology, let's check up on a few. Let's figure out where your word God come from. Because if it's not an Hebrew word, send it back to whoever originated it. Let's look at your dictionary, your Webster dictionary, history and etymology of God. That word akin to what? German. Who send you with German word? You're German, aren't you indigenous to North America? Speaking Hebrew, Jew, that's who you are. Where you get German word from for your most high? Who come give you German word? German, Gott, which they translated for you. God, that's why I say God in your modern day name, because that's not your original name for your most high. Let's move over to the right hand side and look at etymology again for other words given unto you. Ella. They told you it's Eli, but that's lie. We're not here to discuss their lie. We're here to give you truth on top of truth. Ella, history and etymology. Hebrew, two of them in front of you people. Both words in front of you. Which one you're gonna choose to call your Most High? His name. Can't go back to him with no German word. Your Most High is not German. He is Hebrew. Gave you Hebrew language. The sacred fire letter language. It didn't say German. Was no fire letter. It's not even one of the other sacred language. Nowhere close to being any sacred language. So you're gonna call your father in German or in Hebrew? Which one, if you want to play stubborn? Because I have to show you, you have been tricked. All along, anywhere you see God in your Bible, it was translated and changed from Yod He Wad He. They abbreviated it for you first in your Bible, YHWH, and they told you it's Yahweh, but it's not Yahweh. You weren't ready yet to know your father's true name, because they kept it from you when they changed your education in 1619, because you were calling the right name of the father in the history of the Indians in North America, which is you were saying Yohewa, chanting it over and over. Yo, he, wa, yo, he, wa, ha, yo, he, wa. You were chanting it, and they came and gave you a God to replace that word, because that word, which is Hebrew, is gonna keep you in power over them. So you have the choice here, people. You can continue calling German names, or you can continue calling Hebrew, because he gave you his name in the Holy Bible. Not making no stop up, coming to you. Your father coming to you in fullness of the gospel. Matthew 27, verse 46. The initiate speaking as Jesus, saying, Ella. Go back here. What is Ella? A Hebrew word. That's your Hebrew. You are Hebrew. You're not German. You are Hebrew. You not come from Germany. You are Hebrew. You never got Germany before. And if you came from Germany, you are still not German if you're of the children of Israel. You are originally Hebrew. That's what you are. That's who you are. Notice on the Hebrew, you have an accent over the E. You have an accent over the I. Telling you they don't have no Eli pronunciation. The E has to be accentuated. The I has to be accentuated. Ella, that's what the word is. Ella, that's what the word is. So when they're telling you about Eli, they're talking about the German Eli, not the Hebrew Ella. That's who you're calling to. Ella, Ella, Ella. Allah has given to you in Matthew 27, verse 46. That's who you're calling to. Your Hebrew father, Allah. That is to say, my God. They gave you back the YHWH as Allah. That's his other name, the angelic name. Your father has 72 names. He gave you 70 of them in the book of Enoch, third book of Enoch, appendix 48. He gave you 70 of his name. The first name, YHWH. The first name of his 70 name, YHWH. His first name, Yod He Wad He. That's your father's name. The angels call him Allah. Still two of them. Both of those names are Hebrew, not German, not English, not nothing. Hebrew straight. Gave it back to you in the apocalypse of Abraham. 17 verse 13. Allah, the mighty one. Allah, the mighty one. Allah, the mighty one. No Eli, you're Hebrew. You don't pronounce word in the English version. You pronounce word in your Hebrew tongue. Era. That's the father's name. He's also called the All. If you read the Emerald Tablet, All, A-L-L, All, A-L-L-A. That's the all in the Emerald Tablet. It's all in the Emerald Tablet. The Father is referred to as all in order to make sure you don't start changing up the Father name, coming up with no nonsense. They add an A at the end of the all, giving you Allah. Any direction you call the Father, whether to the left or to the right, still get you back the same word. Allah. Pronounce it from right to left. Allah. Pronounce it from left to right. Allah. Same word given back unto you by your father. Allah. That's why that's his name, people. That's his name. Stand strong with that knowledge, O children of Israel. Call back your father by his right name. Call him back. My God, my God. No way. Allah, Allah. Yod He Wad He. Yod He Vav He. Yod He Vahu He. That's the name of your father. If you want to call the name of the Lord, Thod, Melchizedek, Yehovah, Adonai. That's the name of the Lord given back to you. Anyone who call upon the name of the Lord and the Most High shall be saved from that energy, that essence coming through in the Hebrew language. You're an Hebrew. That's what you are. So let's go back to the alphabet. That was Greek, but then now it's not Greek. It came from Hebrew origin. Lies. No, we go back to the Hebrew. Aleph. That's our first Hebrew letter, our first Hebrew word. Aleph. That's your first letter. If you look on the right-hand side, Aleph sits on top of the pyramid. That's your first pyramid within your greater pyramids. That's you. 3, 7, 12. That's you making up the 22 letters of your alphabet. That's how your alphabet was formed. Then they added 4 more letters to your alphabet to get to that 26 that they have now. Everything starts from you. Arabic, Greek, Russian, Sanskrit started from you. You are a Hebrew. You are a Hebrew. Children of Israel, that's who you are. Your first pyramid, in your emanation of the Kabbalah, 22 emanation of the letters of your alphabet. Aleph, and then Bet is the second one. A, alpha, B, beta, alphabet that everyone else around the planet is using to form their words. Come from you. It not come from the Greek. It not come from the Greek. You, O children of Israel, wrote every modern day language from your Hebrew language. Aleph, A, Shem, M, MSA. That's your first triangle in your first emanation coming from the source. That's what the inner triangle means, the inner pyramid, coming from the source. S-A-M. If you add S-O-N to it, you get Samson in the story of Judges, the strongest man in the world. Sam, son, the S-O-N written properly, S-U-N. That's who you are. Samson, you are Aleph. Shin, Mem, you are a son, child of the Most High, with a son inside of you. When you start to speak back your Hebrew tongue, that's who you are. Samson, the strongest and the caretaker of this planet, breaking it down for you deeper. Here we go, children of Israel. Now we get into the meat of it. Keys of Enoch 305, verse 21. Why was your Hebrew language selected? To control subatomic particles and to activate the spirituality in you. You want me to read it again? A little bit confusing? I'm gonna read it again. Much simpler for you. Why your Hebrew language is the language that was selected? Because it can control any elements in the 5 elements that you have. Earth, air, water, fire, spirit. Spirit is the subatomic particle. And to activate that spirit in any man or woman around you, that's what your Hebrew language does. So I'm going to ask you again, why aren't you speaking any Hebrew language? Why aren't you controlling any subatomic particle? Why aren't you activating your own spirituality and activating the spirituality of your brothers and sisters to form your social, political environment as the Hebrew nation? Why aren't you doing that? Verse 22, Enoch told us this. Enoch told us this. This sacred language was used because it's not primarily a language of words, letters, and pronunciation, but it's the thoughts of the Most High flowing from, coming from the flame of what he's sending out to you. Whatever the Most High think, it comes down to you in the Hebrew language. And when you use your Hebrew language, you activate the direct thoughts of the Most High. Allah, Yah, Yod, He, Vahu, Elohim, Netta of Netta, because you were the first that was descended from him that's put on this planet with all his power of the Hebrew language connected back to his direct thoughts. That's what your Hebrew language does again, people. It makes that emanation coming from your father flame and project in you. You collect anything your father said, you get it immediately by saying your Hebrew word, and it resonates, it dome on you. So again, I ask you, oh, children of Israel, why aren't you speaking in your Hebrew? I have to ask you over and over because I know you get afraid and you get skeptic when you hear words that sound strange. But I'm going to ask you all throughout this message, why aren't you using these thought projections of the flame, the throne coming from your father with its sound, its unique sound and its unique vibration? with the throne, the government seat of your father, which is the throne, the seat of administration that administer the entire mansion of your father. That is the throne where those thoughts coming from there, ready to be activated by you with your Hebrew word to collect those resonance, sound, vibration coming from the throne. Why aren't you using your Hebrew, O children of Israel? The Hebrew language, if you don't think this is serious, used at the highest of the highest of the highest. It's used on the highest worlds of light as a source of creation. You can create on top of what your father is sending to you with his thoughts. You create on that with the Hebrew language. Children of Israel, why aren't you speaking in your Hebrew tongue? That's what I'm here to ask you over and over. You're on Hebrew. Verse 24 of Keys of Enoch 305. Those projection coming from your father in Hebrew, that seed ideas into the consciousness of anyone, including you. It's eternal. So you are Hebrew for life. That's what you are. When you're ready, you can activate that Hebrew DNA, RNA, seed that's within you and go back to using your Hebrew language so you can unlock the resonance, the code, the vibration of your father in you, and more is coming down from your father that you need to bring in. Again, children of Israel, with the knowledge of the divine language of Hebrew, Israel can directly imprint itself on any creation. You can add on any creation with your Hebrew language, children of Israel. That's why I tell you at the beginning, when they found out you were Hebrew, everybody catch afraid. When you start to talk to them in Hebrew, everybody get quiet because you're working with that energy, that communication, that attunement, that alignment from your father's throne, and only the Hebrew language can connect you at that level, right back at the father's mind, right back up to the father's mind. Only your Hebrew. Get back your language, children of Israel. Get back your language. We are told in the keys that we interconnect the languages of Egyptian, Hebrew, Sanskrit, Tibetan, and Chinese, if we can unlock them, bring them together as one, has told to us in the keys of Enoch 110, verse 1. Bring them together mentally. We can access, connect with the higher intelligence, all the way up to the throne in the Orion central spiritual sun. That's how far your Hebrew language goes when you interacted with 4 other languages. There are 5 divine languages in verse 4. Horizontal languages, Egyptian and Chinese, they go across. Vertical, which goes up and down, are Sanskrit and Tibetan. And right in the middle of it, which activate those 4, are what? Hebrew, children of Israel. Hebrew, children of Israel, is used to activate those 4 languages. Focus, light force. Your language is a language of light, people. It's a fire language. Just to let you know what your Hebrew language is. It's a light force language which imprint the fire letters on any language, energy sound on any language. That's what your Hebrew language is. They will be forever afraid when you start speaking in Hebrew, and they will stay quiet and hush their mouth and listen to you speak in your Hebrew, because the Hebrew connect all the other 4 divine language. They need that fire letter. They need that light force language to open those languages. Where we're going with this, my people. This is your 5 sacred language, a diagram of it on the right-hand side. Tibet, North, Sanskrit, South, East, Egyptian, West, Chinese. Hebrew language. That's your Hebrew language. In the middle, which connects, activate all those 4 languages. People, if you know any angel, any righteous seed, any higher knowledge, any higher intelligence, name, words in these 5 languages, and you use those 5 languages consistently, you can activate the energy associated with that word or entity or being or intelligence, and they'll come to you and teach you within the light wording, the fire wording, how to understand whatever it is you need to understand. That's what I'm here to tell you, O children of Israel. Keys of Enoch 110 verse 2 tells you Egyptian and Chinese are used, those 2 languages are used to unify all the horizontal features and function in your body. And the Sanskrit and the Tibetan are used to unify the vertical functions of your body. Horizontal, going from left to right, right, left, 9, 10, 6, 7, 3, 4. Vertical, 8, 5, 2, 1. Those are the functions within your body. And the Hebrew, which is the power, the energy sound at the top, activate all other 4. You need all 4 to line up with the 5th one, the Hebrew, to make it work. If you want to make a word work for you on your entire body. But Hebrew is a sacred energy sound. It's a thought of light to connect with the intelligence of Orion. If you bring all those 5 languages together in one word or one mantra, then you connect with the intelligence of Orion, which is helping you to unify all the language of your 3rd eye. Your 3rd eye controls all languages of the divine spiritual realm, which are these 5 languages. They're imprinted in your pineal. If you can activate the pineal, you will speak all 5 languages fully and fluently. But that's not what we're here to discuss. You combining those 5 languages, you will unify yourself with Orion, all the higher intelligence on the throne at Orion that will open your mind as well as give you the eternal light that you're here as your purpose to move darkness from darkness to light. Eternal light given unto you when you combine the 5 sacred languages using the Hebrew to activate the other 4. You are Hebrew, O children of Israel. The order of it, Egyptian, Chinese, Sanskrit, Tibetan. Last one, Hebrew. You use the first 2, horizontal, then you use the second 2, the vertical, then you use the centerpiece, Hebrew, to activate all those languages of light that are in your 3rd eye. Look at the diagram on the right-hand side, and it tells you, you are the template. You are the temple. Within your temple, these 5 languages are embedded in your temple. If you activate or use a word which vibrates these 5 languages at the same time in your temple, you will connect your temple to another temple in the higher realms. In Orion, that's where the council of the 24 elders are. Jerusalem, Sarem, that's where the headquarters is. that's giving you all the knowledge, all the information emanating from your Father's mind. That's the counsel there. So the 5 languages are in your pyramid, in your third eye, your Aleph, Mem, Shin, your Sam, Son. That's what it's telling you, my people. Let me go over it again. Aleph, Mem, Shin, S-A-M. Activating your S-U-N, which is your third eye, making you Sam, Son, the strongest Hebrew in the planet, strongest Hebrew in the planet at all time, unless you let them keep you in a fallen state. So my people, why aren't you using your Hebrew word? I'm gonna give you a starter kit to start off your Hebrew word. As I told you, any higher intelligence we call angels, which is truly Ophanim because it's a messenger of light. In your Hebrew tongue, it's Ophanim. Gabriel, the Ophanim, the angel, the person that moves in angles, which they change around and give it to you as angel. His Hebrew name, Gabriel. His Tibetan name, Fowa. His Sanskrit name, Buddha. His Chinese name, Kuan Yin. His Egyptian name, Amenpita. Use those names. Keep repeating them in a meditative state as a mantra, at least up to 72 times. And you shall see, and you shall be connected, and you shall be energized by Gabriel. Because when you use those 5 names, it resonates your third eye, connecting you back to Orion, which is the connection point for all the Ophanims, the angels of light. Amenpita, Kuan Yin, Buddha, Fowa, Gabriel. And you keep repeating in that sequence up to 72 times, and you shall connect with the intelligence of Orion. Amenpita, Kuan Yin, Buddha, Fowa, Gabriel. That's your Hebrew mantra given back to you. Now we give you now the fire letter, the fire language given back to you by Enoch. This is for you, O children of Israel. This is your word given back to you, O children of Israel, speaking in all 5 tongues. All 5 tongues forming the flame script of Israel, Leuesh. All 5 languages combine as one to connect you back to Kesil, Orion, the central son of your father, Leuesh. Leuesh. Connect you back by mantra, at least repeated over and over, at least for 72 times. The flame script of the children of Israel. Why aren't you speaking your Hebrew, oh children of Israel? Why aren't you using your fire script? Why aren't you connecting the 5 languages that are embedded in your third eye? Why are you not children of Israel? Hebrew. That's who you are, oh children of Israel. Leuesh. That's given back to you. You think we're joking, right? No, this is no joke. The Bible revealed from an ascended master perspective by Dr. Joshua David Stone. I give you this book as a starter point to know your words. Leuesh, page 145 of that book. Leuesh, what does it do? What does that word do? What? That 5 combination of language connected, activated by your Hebrew does? Call forth Metrachon. Call forth Metrachon. Call forth Metrachon to anchor the pillar of light on you. That's why it says, you get back your light. That's why it says, you get back your light if you connect. all 5 languages. It activates back your eye. It activates back your third eye light. If thy eye be single, your whole body will be filled with light. Again, if your eye be single, your whole body will be filled with light. Le-u-esh, le-u-esh, le-u-esh. That's your word which call forth your pillar of light around you, so no dark forces can come around you when you have your pillar of light anchored around you or your house or your loved one or wherever you go. Your pillar of light goes with you. I told you in Exodus, I told you when your divine central sun appear up in your sky, surrounded by 7 spiritual planets, it will put this pillar of light around you while you're making your exodus. So nowhere you go, anyone can harm you. It will follow you by day and it will follow you by night. Isn't that what it says in your book of Exodus? It shall lead you at the front, it shall lead you at back, and it shall go wherever you go and carry you right into your pillar of light safety zone. That's what this does for you, my people. They know your word, and it's time for you to get back your word of power. Oh, children of Israel, use your Hebrew. You are Hebrew. That's who you are. So again, I tell you, be not anxious because you're going back to who you are. You are going back to who you are. Rejoicing, having abundance, speaking in your language. That's who you are. All the nation, no matter how much they are grudgeful of you, no matter how much they are envy of you, no matter how much bad feeling they're carrying for you, they shall not be able to do anything against you, O children of Israel. Jacob, Judah, Ephraim. That's what I'm here to tell you today. But we're not done yet. I'm not done with you as yet. The prophet and the prophetesses, do your work. O children of Israel, O children of Judah, do your work, O children of Judah. They can't do you nothing. They can't do you nothing. Second Ezra 2 verse 26 tell you over and over, and I have to tell you face to face. As for my servants who are serving me, going preparing messages, going preparing lectures, going preparing to talk to the children of the Most High, telling them how to get back home, telling them not to worry themselves, telling them the righteous seed is going to prosper, telling them the wicked shall not have any more power over them. I have given you all those people, O children of Jacob, Judah, Ephraim, Israel. You got all those prophets telling you these things. You got all the prophetesses telling you these things. But there shall not one of my prophets perish. Nobody can touch you, O prophet. Nobody can touch you, O prophetesses. Let me read it for you again in case you think the Lord is joking. There shall not one of my prophet perish, not one of my prophetess perish, because I will require them among your number to teach you when we get this kingdom, the Holy Land, sorted out, straightened out, and run some people off the land. Nobody can touch you up to that time. Nobody can touch you after that time. So now worry your head. Do your work, O children of Israel. Do your work. Now we go back to the gathering where we left off. We were talking about item 2, the Merkaba that will be landing in the Holy Land of America and free you up. Now we're gonna go some more into it. The fiery wheel, as they're called, the flaming carriage, as they're called, the flaming wings, as they're called, the vehicle of light, as they're called, the Merkaba, as they're called, the wheel within wheels, as they're called, all the same name. Merkaba is a vehicle, chariot, carriage, wing. That's the first part of it. Ka, which is the life body that you are in, life physical body. That's the ka. The ba is the spiritual essence, which live forever and forever and forever, just like your Hebrew, that permanently connect you to your Father and permanently let you draw the thoughts directly from your Father making you a full Merkaba with your Hebrew language, connecting you back and always to your Father's kingdom. You, my people. Ba is the essence, the eternal life. That's you, my people. Ka is the life. That's you, my people. Now you're going to get your Ba to connect with your Ka and giving you back your Merkaba. That's you, my people. Now, the Merkaba, spiritual body of light, that's what you are. That's what other higher intelligence are that are coming to teach you, coming to visit you, coming to help you clear up this planet. And they're coming in, item number 2, spiritual vehicles of pure light. And they're also coming with item number 3, space technology that travels 2.9, 3.0 or more of the speed of light, coming to gather you up in large numbers. All of this landing in America, the Holy Land, and other parts of the planet as well. We left off the 4 faces of the wheel within wheels. We're going to talk about the 4 faces some more. Ezekiel 1 verse 10. These wheels within wheels, as told to us by Ezekiel, they had 4 faces. What does that mean? 4 pyramids on it. When you look at them, when they're spinning in their light, their eternal light, 4 faces. What is the faces? That's their ID. That's what you call your license plate number. That's what you call it if you want to bring it down to your understanding of these 4 faces. Face number 1, which is of a man. That means it has the same body as you, and it has moved up in a higher evolution than you, but it's the same person as you, moved all the way up back into the farther higher realm. That's why it has a face of a man. Face of a lion tells you that the probe that you're seeing, the wheel within wheel that you're seeing, that probe is from a sun universe that's at the edge of central sun, Orion. That's the universe that it covers. That's its second identification mark. A lion. The third one is of an ox, of a Taurus, of a bull, whichever one you want to call it. But that's the code for Orion, where the central sun is. And when you use your word, Leuesh, when you use your word, Amen Pitaha, Kuan Yin, Buddha, Fowa, Gabriel, that's where it connects you back to. When you use your word, Amen Pitaha, Kuan Yin, Buddha, Fowa, Gabriel, that's where it connects you back to Taurus, Orion, which is where your central sun is. And the last one is of an eagle. It doesn't mean no Roman Catholic. It doesn't mean no United States of America. It means you, the beings on it, and you as your wings, and can spread your wings throughout the entire Milky Way galaxy. You represent that entire galaxy. That's how far you spread your reach. You are space-born, my people. You are space-born. You are not made to confine on no one planet. You are space-born. That's what the eagle tells you. So when you see these 4 in 1, that means they have all come together as one, ready to gather the righteous seed that's ready to take on the man face, the lion face, the ox face, and the eagle face. That's the only time when you see them combined as one likeness. So what Ezekiel was seeing was the gathering, because they all look as one. Ezekiel 10 verse 14, again in his second vision, he saw the same thing. 4 faces. Cherub is used interchangeably as the ox, the Taurus, but it still means Orion. The others are the same. Same vision again. Same thing he saw in that vision. 4 faces coming as one. The wheels within wheels moving, and it looked as 4 faces imprinted on it. That's what he was seeing. The gathering time of the children of Israel. The face of the bull represents it's coming from Orion. That's what the bull represents. The Taurus, the ox, that's what it represents. The lion shows that the probe is coming from a sun system where that Merkaba is coming from. It's in population 1. It's connected and close to a great central sun. Your central sun is Orion. Second identification mark that it must have. Anyone coming in craft without identification, run them way. They're not coming for you. The third one, eagle, tells you that Merkaba, that wheels within wheel, the probe that it's coming with, represent an enormous spiral arm of your series of galaxy. You're in the Milky Way and bigger. So you must see that eagle on that craft, that Merkaba, or whatever is coming, which must be of light. Fifth one, man. Doesn't mean you on earth. That's no. It means you as your ascended self back in the higher realm. That's where you see the man face. He's from a higher evolutionary, migrated, transition, transform from your level all the way up to higher intelligence, back to where the Father is, because the Father made your body in the image of his body, telling you that you can use that same body and be like the Father if you go back to what the Father is giving you in his essence being sent down to you. But you need your Hebrew word to help you along that way. You're on Hebrew, oh children of Israel. This is what they left for you as a representative, as a symbol of that 4 faces that are coming to you. And it's going to anchor over this symbol in Giza Plateau. And it's going to rest upon the top of the pyramid at the Giza Plateau, putting back the Eye of Horus to activate all the other 11 pyramids across your entire planet. This is your symbol of the 4 faces in one Sphinx, left for you as a visual symbol. It's coming back in a Merkaba that's going to be showing you 4 different faces spinning in that light at the same time. This is your symbol here, people. The Sphinx, symbolic vehicle of light. That's a symbology, the diagram that they left for you. Vehicle that go through the solar spectrum, meaning you can go through all the solar color, all the solar vibration with your own Sphinx. You are a Sphinx, children of Israel. Face of higher intelligence. You are among that. That's what you're gathering. Your vibration is all about. That's what you're gathering. Your graduation is all about. Moving you back to being a Sphinx. Connecting back your Merkaba. You are made to ride the solar waves. You are made to travel the galaxy, not in ships, not in vehicles, but in your own spiritual vessel that you can build around you when you get back your full Merkaba. The vehicles are here to do a special work and to gather those who have not been given the privilege of getting back their full Merkaba. But you, as Israel, shall get back your Merkaba. You are a solar traveler, children of Israel. That's your destiny, to be in space, to visit your Father's galaxy, mansions, universe. My Father has many, many mansions. If it were not true, I cannot tell you no lie. Your Father is saying, graduation time for my children who are ready to come back home and be their destiny in space. That's who you are. You are a Sphinx. Keys of Enoch 104 verse 21. The mystery of the pyramid and the Sphinx will be revealed when you see the landing, as I just described to you, at that location, right upon the pyramid of Giza, setting back in place the Eye of Horus. That's where the wheel within wheel with the 4 faces are going to land during your gathering. Land before your gathering begins. It will pulsate, it will vibrate as a center of light in the shape of what? A pyramid. That's what the Merkaba, the wheel within wheel, gonna transform itself to one massive pyramid, setting itself back on top of your Giza pyramid as the eye, the capstone, the High of Horus. Keys of Enoch 105, verse 25. Pyramid and Sphinx combined will connect all the other 11 locations across the entire planet. For children of Israel is in your holy land, the holy land of America. 12 of them, 4 in your location. That's what the Merkaba is coming to do when it connect back with your Giza pyramid at the location of the Sphinx. The dove, which is the central point of the energy source, it's moving from the Giza in Egypt. It is where the dove now is. But that dove, once it starts off in Giza Plateau, it will move. It will be transferred to the Holy Land of North America as part of your father's plan. The dove gives the pyramid what? The High of Horus, as I've been telling you, used to do what? Program you into the design, into the spiritual being of who? Your father. That's what it's coming to do. And that dove is moving from Giza Plateau to America. What you gonna do when that dove come for you? The dome upon you. The Father's plan. Go back to your Hebrew. Open up yourself and ready for what your Father has planned for you. That's why I tell you, children of Israel, no worry yourself. Don't worry your head about what no Gentile, what no Esau, what no Lucifer, what no Leviathan, what no shameless one have planned for you, because none of their plan can outlast and outdo the Father's design plan for you. Once you move yourself in attunement with your Father's plan, get your vibration up. Go back to my previous message and see what I told you about bringing your vibration up so you can radiate with the probe that's coming in these Merkaba vehicle when it's time to dove you. Put the dove back on you. This is where the dove is coming in the United States of America. X marks the spot. Remember, we talk about that, people. X marks the spot. That's where your holy land is. X marks the spot. That's where your holy land is going to be. But we'll get to that. Keys of Enoch 105, verse 39. The shifting of the consciousness, the shifting of the dove to America, the next home of the dove, America. That's where it's coming from. The Father's program shifts from the Middle East, which is the Giza Plateau, to the Midwest, which is the diamond between the 7 and the 8, where you see the X. That's where your dove central zone is going to be in America. But we're gonna get some more to that because we have unwelcome guests sitting in that diamond zone, vexing up his face. May not leave. I'm not going to leave. I'm not going anywhere. But we'll see about that soon. Which brings us to the movements of the wheels within wheels. Angles, that's how they move. They move in an angular way. Someone changed it up for you along the way and gave you angels. But it's angles because the ophanims and the vehicles themselves and the vehicles that they come with, they move in angles. They don't obey your law of physics and move in curve to turn. No. They don't do that. Ezekiel 1 verse 9. They turned not. They turned not making no turn. They turn not. They move in angles. Wherever they want to go, they go. They can go forward and they move backward suddenly at the same speed. No stopping, no turning, no nothing. Wherever they want to go, they can go lateral, they can go parallel, they can go up, down, sideways. They can move anywhere within a cross function on all different angles. That's why they are called angles. People that move, the ophanims that move in angles, we call them angels. They change the word up so you wouldn't know that they don't obey your law of gravity and physics. They move in angular movement. Ezekiel 10 verse 11, again tell you the same thing. They turned not. They don't make no turn, no U-turn or broken U-turn to get to where they're going or go around as they show you in Star Trek. They're making circle. No. They move in angles wherever they want to go. If they're going 1,000 miles per hour one way, they can suddenly go 1,000 miles per hour in the other way without stopping. No foot brake. None of that. That's how they move. Wherever the place they point, they go. That's how they move. They're moving on the magnetic field. That's the lower order of movement. The higher order is the sub-etheric field, and the higher order is the etheric field, which has its own free movement. It doesn't follow your movement here on your gravitational planet. It doesn't follow that. Wherever the head look, it turn. That's how the Merkaba work. That's how your Merkaba work. When you know how to leave your body and go out and use your Merkaba, and that's how your Merkaba is going to work when your spiritual body is domed back on you. You look, you go. You followed no man's law of physics. You go in any direction, at any speed, at any time. You move in angles, people. Angles are 90-degree angles. You put them all together, you get a cross. That's you again, my people. Keys of Enoch 205. The intricate maneuver of these craft. 205 verse 65, the intricate movement of the Merkaba, the levels of higher intelligence. That's how these vehicles move. People, they move based on thoughts. That's why I'm telling you, clean up your thoughts. Nobody is going to give you no Merkaba to run if your thoughts is scattered and full of wickedness, because you're going to do wickedness with Merkaba. That's why Lucifer and his fallen angel were cast out and their Merkaba taken away from them, because it's managed, it's maneuvered, it's controlled by thought. You think it, it moves. So no matter how impossibility that you think movement is, your mind think it, it moves. If you say go backward fast, it go backward. And if you say go forward without stopping, it go forward without stopping to brake when it's going backward. That's how it works. It works with your thoughts. Very few man on this planet can develop their thought enough to operate these crafts. There's some of them on this planet in the lower order being run by Lucifer and the fallen angels and some of their reptilian friends on this planet. They have the lower version. They're not Merkabas. They're just vehicles that were created during the time of a higher state of consciousness of this planet. But they are not vehicles of light, and they operate on the magnetic current, and the vehicles are controlled by thought. So your thought has to now connect back with the Most High's thought for him to give you your functionality of that Merkaba. Because again, you are a Merkaba, and you are and you will get your chance to travel on the magnetic current, on the etheric current, and on the sub-etheric current. And you can move just like a Merkaba. But get a vibration color outside of red. Get a vibration color outside of red. Make your thoughts positive. Move your thought up to the positive zones of the chart in front of you. The blue zone keep you in colors other than red. The ones below keep you in colors as red. The ones in the yellow area, those emotions keep you in red. Red is not one of the colors that will be gathered, probed, and picked up by these Merkaba when they come. So get your vibration right. Do your purpose that you are here for. Change, transmute, transform. Chaos, disorder, darkness to harmony, order, light. Move in the blue area of this emotional chart, and you shall gain control of your thought in order to vibrate with your Hebrew language and with your Father's energy that's coming down to you through his Hebrew thought that he emanated in your direction. Moving forward, Ezekiel 1 verse 13. The appearance of these wheels in waves, because you must know what they look like at this time. The appearance was like burning fire. That's what's going to be hanging over your North America. 4 of them, the big ones, to set off the pyramids in North America. A whole host of them, a spectrum vehicle over North America. Burning coals of fire, appearance of lamps, bright lamps, lighting up the sky. The fire was bright. Out of the fire went forth lightning. That's what's coming over your North America. Many of them, multiples of them hanging over your sky. You think your father coming play? Guess again. Ezekiel 8 verse 2. I beheld, and lo, like the appearance of what? Fire. They're in flames over your sky. Burning flames hanging over your sky, dropping themselves on the 4 pyramids that are in America, dropping themselves on the diamond that's in your dove, setting off your pyramid in America. Appearance of brightness, color of amber, dark orange, yellow, fire. That's why they call fiery wheels, flaming carriage, fiery carriage. That's your Merkabas coming back on your planet as given unto you by Ezekiel through his vision. Daniel 7 verse 9, because you think it's Ezekiel the only one that saw these flames? No! Daniel 7 verse 9, I kept looking until the thrones, the administrative seat of the higher Orion, came down upon this planet, cast down upon this planet, and the Ancient of Days, the first program, the first root race program, YHWH, was re-established on America. That's where your father coming back to set up his throne, his kingdom, his dove. The Ancient of Days did sit upon that throne, in Colorado, That's where the throne shall be set up. Fiery throne coming down through where? The flaming wheels. Flaming wheels, my people. Fire in the Midwest coming down, establishing the throne, the seat of Zion that shall be coming your way. Zion coming back in America. Colorado, to be exact. That's where the wheels landed with their burning flames. Coming back to you, O children of Israel. Your time is now. Now it's your time. Daniel saw it, but it doesn't stop there. Enoch saw it as well. He gave you the fiery flame word, Leuesh. Now he's telling you about what's coming your way. I saw in that vision. First Enoch 14, verse 18. I observed and I saw inside a lofty throne that's coming back in Colorado, United States of America. The appearance like crystal. It had wheels like the shining sun. It was bright, blinding your eyes, blinding the wicked, blinding the darkness with that light coming down on your planet. Oh, children of Israel, beneath the thrones were what? Flaming fires. Beneath that throne of great glory coming back for the children of Israel to set them back up as Zion in New Jerusalem. Colorado, United States of America. Sitting upon that throne was who? The Lord God, Melchizedek, Yehovah, and all the other Ancient of Days, the first root race program, coming back in the name of YHWH, coming back in the new dove, United States of America, Colorado, to be exact. Burning them out of Colorado, taking them out of Colorado, chanting down Babylon, chant them out of Colorado, your holy city of Galilee, chanting them out of it. You think we're done with them? Keys of Enoch 319, verse 124. I saw the fiery wheels which covered your whole sky. You can't see nothing but fire in your sky. And these wheels came to rest upon the earth, which is America. Colorado, that's where the big one coming to land. 4 of them coming, and the main one coming, Colorado. That's where it's coming to land, oh children of Israel. And they became temples of light, and they opened up for the children of Israel to receive and to gather you, oh children of Israel, rescued from the purification of the planet which follows thereafter, to get them out of you, Jerusalem. They can't be in Zion no more. They can't be in Zion no more. Ciphering off the energy of Zion. Ciphering off the children of Israel energy. Ciphering off the children of Jacob's energy. Ciphering off the children of Judah's energy. Ciphering off the children of Ephraim energy. No more tearing down Colorado. Tearing it down. Now we're getting somewhere. Keys of Enoch 104 verse 22 shows you. Verse 22. These spiritual vehicles of light will once again come down into your communities of light that is here on this planet. Righteous seed shall be gathered. The righteous seed shall be gathered. Nothing can stop that. Be not anxious, oh children of Israel. Be not weary. You shall be gathered. You shall be picked up. Make yourself ready in these special areas that are of light, that flaming light coming down, sending that protective light, that pillar of light around you. You go anywhere you want. You walk anywhere you want. You trot anywhere you want to trot. Nobody can stop you on your way to your era of light. The spiritual vibration of places. 12 of them set up across the planet. 4 in America. That's what's coming your way, O children of Israel. All 4 phases will come together on those Merkaba. So whoever coming with no craft, better can show all 4 faces. His ID, we better can see. His license plate have the 4 faces on it. If it doesn't have it, him not come from no throne for you. He come by himself, to himself, and for himself. All 4 faces come together, people, to coordinate the children of Israel, to go from the image of dragon, which is what Lucifer put you in, on the red color, that's what he put you in, to go to the image of positive, the dove. That's the image you're taking on now. That's why we're going to burn them out of Colorado. You think we can burn them out of Colorado with quiet, still voice, with quietness, like we're meek? No more. It tell you in Wisdom of Solomon, they shall stand up bold and strong in the name of the Lord. Who sent you here? The Most High send his prophets here to do his work, to wake up the children of Israel. You get your light already. Make sure my other children know how to get their light. Shout to them in a loud voice. Speak to them in a loud voice. Let them know that we're here at the end of the road and they need to change up their act. They need to finish their purpose, transmuting, changing, transforming darkness to light so they can be fully redeemed. That's what coming your way. The dragon have no more power over you. Anybody tied to the dragon has no power over you. Oh, children of Israel, that's what the Father is letting you know now. When that dove descend upon you, on top of that pyramid in Colorado, people. Your pyramid, your central pyramid, is in Colorado, waiting for that dove to come down on it and give you back spiritual light, spiritual kingdom in the United States of America. Keys of Enoch 4573, as I told you, that dove is moving from Giza, Egypt, to America, Midwest, Colorado. But we have some unwelcome guests. Wedged in, fastened in, secure in. But we have some unwelcome guests. Fully comfortable, snuggled and tucked in our holy land. Fully snuggled and tucked in and nice and comfy, watching big screen TV in our holy land. But they have to move. Eviction notice has been handed down. Time for you to move. So you better move before these fires show up. That's what we're here to tell you today. Galilee! That's what the Holy Land is called, which is America. We're gonna get there, people. Galilee, the real Galilee, is not in no Palestine, in no Egypt. They make that one up for you to give you a false narrative. But we're not here to discuss their lies. Truth on top of truth now, children of Israel. The ancient America by Dr. M. Doriel tells you Galilee that is spoken of in the Christian Bible was not the Galilee of no Palestine, not at all. Let them keep that one over there. Let me talk about the real Galilee, the town of Nazareth. The town of Nazareth did not exist until 300 years ago, after they come up with crucifixion story. That has been historically proven. There is no Nazareth in no Palestine over there. No crucifixion story happen either. John 19 verse 34 tell you, no crucifixion happened. It's you that was crucified. When they took your Adam, your Hebrew, your Nazarite from you, given unto you in esoteric writing, the soldier, as they put it, pierced your side, and forth came blood, which is what? Miriam, your Holy Spirit. Blood came out of you. Then also come out, which we didn't catch until this time when we get back the Spirit of truth on us. We catch the water, came out as well. We all know water cannot come out when someone stab you. When someone stab you, there is no water coming out of that wound. So that water has to be something else. We know now what it is. That's Aaron. That is your willpower, your masculine energy, your chokma. In our words, we call it bread, the life force, the etheric energy, your essence, your ba. That's what leaked out. And you were spiritually dead from that point because you need Aaron and Miriam in order for you to function, your Merkaba, and you being a Hebrew. So that's your Jesus story in a nutshell. But we're not here to discuss no Jesus story. Moving on, page 22 of that book. Books of wisdom and ancient knowledge told us the real Galilee and the Nazarenes who occupied Galilee called the name of that place Holy Land. Galilee is the Holy Land. That's the name they give it. From time time and times and times and times before now, time immemorial. It was said America has been the great spiritual land in that age at the time immemorial, and now in the new golden age, America is the Holy Land still. That's the real Galilee for you, the real Holy Land. Let me read it again. From time immemorial, it was said America has been the great spiritual land, the great Holy Land. In that age that passed thousands and thousands of years ago, and even now, when the Father is moving back the dove to where? Midwest America. That's your Holy Land for you. Where in the Holy Land it's going to be? Where is your Holy Land? We're going to get to that soon, oh children of Israel. This is going to happen before the Armageddon get into full swing. The Armageddon has already started, people. From them give you your full COVID, that's when, so they're kicking things in high gear. We go to another book, Messiah Agadoth. That's your Hebrew name for your Son of Man, for your Messiah coming at your time. Page 18 of that book. Your Messiah, which is a black man, a person of color, a copper color skin, brown race, Nazarene, is gonna come where? In Galilee. So if Galilee is in America, he has to come in America. Did he come in America? Yes, he did. He came to Nineveh, which is Jacksonville, Florida. We'll get to that real soon. But the ancient Galilee was the ancient continent of what? America. Of what? America. That's where your Galilee is. Children of Israel, Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma were inland sea. There were ocean area in those states that you're looking at right now. They were covered with water, but we'll get to that too. What was the ancient Holy Land of Melchizedek who gave you that Hebrew language? It was Atlantis and America. Hear me again? It was Atlantis and America. That's the Holy Land. Galilee, that's the Holy Land. Galilee, where the Nazarenes are. You're on your own land, people. You're on your holy land. You are the Nazarenes. Why you think none of the Back to Africa movement ever work? The Most High make sure he get all his seed in the Holy Land, in Galilee, so they can be Nazarenes again. They came from all over the planet, and they all congregate here in Galilee at this time, so they can be Nazarenes once more in the Holy Land. That's you, my people. That's why I ask you, who are you, O children of Israel? Who are you? Where your Holy Land is right now. Where is your Holy Land right now? I ask you, where is your Holy Land? Where is your holy city? Rocky Mountain! Rocky Mountain! That's where your Holy Land is. That's where your Zion is. That's where your New Jerusalem is. It's on the Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain is in Galilee, America. But that's where your holy city is. Rocky Mountain was considered by the ancient race as the great Holy Land. That's where your Galilee is. That's where you Nazarenes are going to be. That's where someone is on the land overstaying their welcome and don't want to live before those lights show up in the sky to fully evict him. But that's where your Holy Land, also called Azareth, when you read it in 2nd Ezra, Azareth, that's the Holy Land, where the 10 tribes came from England, Western Europe, and came to Azareth during the time of Moses' Exodus. That's where they came. Rocky Mountain, Colorado, America, United States of America. But we're not done yet. page 14, 15 of that book. One pyramid is on your land, my people. A pyramid is on your land, O children of Israel. West of the Grand Canyon, it still exists there. It's still there until this day. And someone else is feeding off the energy of that pyramid. 40 miles in length is that pyramid. Half a mile in width is that pyramid. That pyramid is 4 times bigger than the pyramid of Giza. 4 times bigger than the pyramid of Giza. It's on your holy land in Colorado. Rocky Mountains, Colorado. In the Grand Canyons area. That's where your pyramid is. It still exists in another dimension of time. Ready for that Merkaba vehicle to go on top of it and give it back its eye of Horus. Waking up back, America has the holy land. That's where your pyramid is, my people. That's where your pyramid is. 4 times as large as the pyramid of Giza. It was the great central pyramid of America and of the entire world. They're moving it now from Giza pyramid back to the first pyramid, which is in America, which is in Rocky Mountain, Grand Canyon area. I tell you people, you're the firstborn. You were born in America. That's where the first root race landed, and you set up pyramids, and you're coming back home. Oh, children of Israel, you're back home as well. Now this is where your pyramid is. Take a look at the map. Take a good look at the map. Look at where your holy city, Zion, New Jerusalem is. Take a look at it. That's where the Rocky Mountain area is. That's in Colorado. That's in the Grand Canyon area in Colorado. But what I want you to look at as well is right next to it is the city of Denver. That's the city I want you to pay close attention to. That is right next to your pyramid. Pay close attention to Denver, because at Denver, someone has nested themselves. Someone has built their underground cliffs. Someone has built their deep bunkers underneath your holy land and is snuggled in, well comfortable, drawing the energy from your pyramid and using that energy against you, O children of Israel, to keep you under his bondage and his affliction. But no more, O Lucifer, no more, O Leviathan, no more fallen angel, no more you're snuggled in, tight and comfortable, watching us under your demise. No more, no more. Under Denver, Colorado, the secret tunnels under the airport in Denver, running up and down on your Rocky Mountain energy, snuggled right next to it, grabbing up all your energy, grabbing up all your energy, emanating from your holy city, Nazareth, Zion, New Jerusalem, in the Rocky Mountain, your holy land. That's where he built his nest. And his nest has to be turned upside down. Time to leave that nest. They have no idea. Yes, we have no idea. Yes, but now we have that idea as to where you are and why you're built up there. No more. You are going to keep our holy city under hostage in our holy land. Underground bases you are built up in Cheyenne Mountain, in Rocky Mountain, in Grand Canyon. No more. Time for you to flee. Time for you to leave. We know what's under our feet now. We know what you built up by the Rocky Mountain in Denver, Colorado, seeping in on our holy city. But the Merkabas are coming to help clear you out. So, no more myth and no more legend about who's underneath there. Because Because the Most High told us that you're there and you're gonna have to leave. That you're there and you're gonna have to leave. Lizard people, if you wanna call yourself that. Leviathan, if you wanna call yourself that. Dagon, if you wanna call yourself that. In Judges, you were the one that gave Delilah power over us. You put Delilah in all kind of problem, and you push her, and you push her, and you push her, which is the Caucasian race, to afflict us and keep us under bondage because you paid her off. Judges 16 verse 18 told us you gave her money to keep her hush. Hush money can't work no more. No more can you stay in the holy city anymore and cause Esau to keep us under bondage using your power that you give unto Esau. Red and red combine. Red and red combine as told to you in Genesis and in Revelation. Both of you are red. But no more that red can work because I told my people, the children of Israel, no red color. I'm not coming for no one covered in red, no red vibration, none of that. Underground bunkers at your Denver airport, seeping up people of Israel, your energy emanating from your central pyramid, which is located in the Rocky Mountains, Colorado. Eviction notice has been duly given unto you. So when we get to Revelation 9 verse 14, shouldn't be a surprise to you that the Most High said, send the angel, send the orphanim to cast them out. That's what's coming your way. Whoever under Denver Airport, whoever under the Rocky Mountain, whoever under the Grand Canyon, whoever in the holy city, whoever in the holy land, and you're not supposed to be there because your vibration is red, you're loosening out of it. Cast out. That's what the angel got permission to do. Cast out those four fallen angels. Four faces they have up in there, trying to mimic your four face. Cast out their ships that they're mimicking with four faces. Not like your Merkaba, O children of Israel. Cast them out, which were locked up in your river Euphrates. But it's talking about Denver, Colorado. I'll take you there, children of Israel. If you go back to that book that I read from, it told you parts of Texas, Oklahoma, eastern parts of Kansas, and Arkansas were underwater. So, if you want to know where these four fallen angels mimicking your four faces in one are hiding in your river Euphrates, let's go on the journey. Children of Israel, also note again, if you go back to Messiah Agadoth, your Hebrew name for your Messiah, Prince Louis in his English name, that book told you in the ancient continent of America, when Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma were all underwater, inland sea, that's what it meant. Bring these two together. It gives you Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, East Kansas, Arkansas was all underwater. They were inland sea. So this is what we get for River Euphrates. Go back to the topography of ancient Assyria. On the right-hand side of that peninsula shape was what they call Tigris River, the Assyrian Sea. That's the name of it as well. And on the left-hand side was the Euphrates River. That's what it was back then. That's what it was back then. If you look for a peninsula shape in the United States of America, North America, the only place you're gonna land on is Florida. That's the only peninsula shape in your United States of America. Because Assyria back then is taking over and being replicated by America. Now that's the genealogy. That's the genealogy told unto you. The signs of Jonah is the signs of your son of man now in your genealogy of time. River Euphrates in Jonah time. On the left-hand side, on your peninsula shape, Florida on the left-hand side is what you call the Gulf of Mexico, which is what you have to call to match it up back to the time of Jonah, Euphrates River. Now that we get that part settled, let's go to here now. Here is your Gulf of Mexico, your Euphrates River. But you have to go back to the time of your holy land, which tells you Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, eastern Kansas were underwater leading up to your holy city. That's how you get the ancient Assyria, Gulf of Mexico, River Euphrates in your modern day time. This is what it looked like when you flood those areas with water, because they were underwater at the time of your holy city, Zion, New Jerusalem. So, where it brings you back to Colorado, that's where your Euphrates River. Colorado, that's where your Euphrates River at your time leads up to, right up to Colorado, where they shall be cast out. Those four angels running up and down, trying to misidentify themselves as your four faces. No more their spacecraft and them have to exit your holy land before those Merkabas show up. So that's the time period they are being given now to exit through the river Euphrates, which is where they're at in Colorado. Come out. That's the notice that they've been given. Come out. You're going to be cast out of the Holy Land. The Holy Land, Mount Zion, New Jerusalem, cannot be operated and coexist with no dark forces next to it, underneath it, siphoning off energy. No darkness can be in the New Jerusalem, Zion, the holy city of America. Central Pyramid there. You got to go. That's what I'm here to tell you, children of Israel. At the time of which I'm speaking, America was not like it is today. Land contours were different, very different. Parts of Texas, Oklahoma, eastern Kansas, Arkansas were underwater. Flood those areas. That's what you get right back up to Colorado, where your holy city is. Opening back to you, oh children of Israel, your Nazarenes. You're getting back your holy city. You're getting back your pyramid, your great pyramid, 4 times bigger than the one in Giza, Egypt, because America is the central of all parts of your planet. That's the first one. You are the firstborn. We're born on the first planet formation of land, America, Earth, that's what it's called, by the forefathers that were here originally. That's where they're at in Colorado. Denver picking up, Denver anchoring themselves, bunkering up for years and years. That done. moving forward. Revelation 9 verse 14 tells you the sixth angel had sounded a trumpet. Loose those four angels. Get them out of their comfort zone. Kick over their TV. Kick over the furniture. Kick over their decoration. Kick over their altars. Kick over their sacrifices. Kick over their wickedness. Kick over all that they have built up. In Denver, kick them out of the United States. They're bound up in your Euphrates River. They thought that you didn't know, and you were never gonna know where the Euphrates was. That is Gulf of Mexico, going all the way up to Colorado, because those lands were covered by water. And now they're land, so we're gonna hide from them until this light show up when we have to go. Because they know once the Father said, you got to cut, they got to cut out of there. Gone, 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 gone. Revelation 9 verse 15. So they're gonna grab their spacecraft with the fake four faces in one and try to come fool you on the surface of the planet. That's why your Father is giving you back your information of what he'll be coming in with, so you're not confused and you're not tricked by these tricksters who are going to come and try to tell you they're sent by the Father, hoping that you did not get this message, to know how to describe them, to know how to identify your fathers and his Ophanim messengers that are coming in the real Merkaba. Revelation 9 verse 15. And the four angels that were kicked out of Denver, Colorado, shoved out of the Euphrates River, they were prepared, upset, angry, and vexed. 1 hour a day and 12 months. That's the 12 months I've been telling you all along, over and over. That 12 months when their wickedness gonna pour out, because they have to move out of North America, move out of Denver, Colorado, move out of the place where the Holy Land is, and go set up nest over by Central Asia. That's where they're going next to go set up, because they know once they get kicked out of the holy city, the holy city, all the prophets are gonna come back. Turn loose on them. Oh, Enoch is coming back. He's coming back. Daniel is coming back. Ezekiel is coming back. They're all coming back to help us rid the planet of all these fallen beings who have been spreading darkness and wickedness. We are going to transmute this planet from darkness to light. That's the purpose of the planet as well, just as your purpose. That's what the planet purpose is too. That's why you're put on this planet, so both of you can work through your purpose at the same time. So 12 months they're gonna try to kill as many people as possible, so they can have enough souls ready and waiting for them when they get a chance to reincarnate and come back to come give trouble and problems to everyone. They need you more than how you need them. That's why they have to force you to die and come live back with them. They give you all kind of nonsense to make sure they have enough souls and empty vessels to rule over when they come back again. Father, not joking anymore. Father, not joking anymore. That's why I told you about the seal book. That's why I told you about the seal book of Mormon. Chapter 4. Fear shall come on all these fallen beings, the four faces, the four fallen angels that are sitting in Denver, Colorado, will come upon them. Fear has told unto you in Enoch, in the book of Enoch, he told you the watchers, the fallen ones, were afraid because they know this is coming and people are coming and you are gonna get back your Merkaba. Everyone teaming upon them. They got no chance but to run. Put on their track shoes. Put on their running shoes. Run out of Midwest America and run to Central Asia. Fear of the Lord shall come upon them and all nations that are representing darkness. For all will see. The skies will be on fire with those flaming carriage of the Most High and the Ophanim, Yod-Heh, Wad-Heh, coming back for his children claiming the righteous gathering. Let's harvest the righteous seed. Ophanims, pantapa, ophanims, coming in flaming carriage. The word will spread instantly. Ophanims filling the skies up with flaming carriage. Coming and descending where? Descending where? Upon Zion. That's where they will be descending. Rocky Mountain, that's where the main one will be descending. On that pyramid, which is 4 times the size of Giza Plateau pyramid, descending there to gather his righteous seed. That's why it tells you he's gonna be landing there in the last days in Zion. That will be the city of Enoch. Enoch coming back up. At that time, you shall see him, and he shall stand right next to you, and we shall all rid this planet of darkness and bring eternal peace to this planet. Harmony, order, peace. That's the end result. No Jerusalem. That's where it will land. No one can stop that from happening. No matter how much fallen they are, no matter how red their color is, no matter how much voodoo, no matter how much sacrifice, no matter how much altar, no matter how much incense they burn, can't stop this from landing on Zion, New Jerusalem, in the United States of America. The dove shall be upon America. Now I tell you, Enoch, that's the city that he's at right now. He's in that holy city in the Midwest. He's there waiting for the appointed time. Elijah, Enoch, Elijah, which is the son of man, Prince Louis and Enoch, teaming up, shall be here at that time. When is the eviction of the fallen ones? When they are kicked out of your place, your holy place, and the crafts has landed with all the spiritual beings, with the offering and the Spirit of the Lord coming down back to set up the throne in America, as seen by Daniel in Daniel 7 verse 9. Elijah, which is Prince Louis, and Enoch shall hear about the shameless one that we just kicked out of your Zion. We shall hear, because he'll be revealed. He has to flee from Zion. No more hiding in Denver, which is where? Your holy place. That's where my hide. That's where he's hiding. That's where he's hiding. And they will come down. Scold Mr. Shameless One. Scold him. How you're not ashamed for all that you have done. You're not ashamed why you attach your energy to the energy of the saints. The children of Israel, the Nazarites, the Nazarenes, who are in America now, while you keep ciphering off their energy, using their own energy against them and keeping them in darkness, lack of knowledge, keeping them in bondage. No more. You were hostile to all those who are aspiring to get back to heaven, to go back home to their Father, to get rid of their darkness, transmuted with light. You were hostile to them. You are against those who belong on earth, who come here to do their work, serve out their purpose, go back home to their Father, working hard and hard to make sure they're not gathered. Are you not ashamed for what you have done? You were hostile to the throne, to the government, the seat of government of the Most High. Yod-He, Wad-He, Yod-He, Vah-He, Yod-He, Vah-He, that need to come down and set up the throne with his beloved Son. Yod-He-Wah, Yod-He-Wah. He has to come and set up the throne with his messenger, Prince Louis. You're hostile to all of that. So you have to go set up camp somewhere else until we reach over there to clear up Central Asia. But Enoch is coming back. Daniel coming back. Messiah, Prince Louis is here already. Daniel 7 verse 9. The thrones were set up We cast down that throne on Lucifer, Leviathan, Behemoth, whatever they call themselves, Dagon, Dragon, Esau, Mount of Esau. We cast down the throne on them and smother them out. No more darkness can exist with this light, the fiery flame, the burning fire that's coming down with your wheels within wheels, your Merkaba, your flaming chariot, your fiery wings. No more darkness coming with that. And the Ancient of Days, the original root race program of Yod He Wad He, which you are of the Adamic seed. Your program is YHWH. That's the first creation made by the Father, which is you. You're the Ancient of Days. Our throne has to sit in New Jerusalem, Zion, Rocky Mountain, Colorado. That's what's coming your way. The throne coming back to United States of America. The dove shall be upon us. No way they're gonna smother and keep down what is coming. No way they're gonna keep down what is coming. Sent from the infinite mind of Yod-Heh-Wad-Heh, which is the first program that was set up, the first creation that was set up on this planet. You see, there are 11 other, but the first one, YHWH, which is the first one set up in the exact name of your Most High, Elijah, Yod-Heh-Wad-Heh, Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh. That's who set up the program for you. And he's handing that program to be administered by YHW, Yod-Heh-Wad. That's who's coming and sitting in that throne. Keys of Enoch 305 verse 9. So therefore, as a new member to the galactic order of your father, Yod-Heh-Wad-Heh, you shall make your salutation. You shall make your salutation. Holy, 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 Lord of hosts, Almighty. That's the English version for your Kodowish. Adonai Sebayot. Your Hebrew version I just gave you, because no more English going to your father, because you got this message. Your father waiting for you to come back to him in Hebrew, the original language he gave you with the YHWH program. YHWH, Yod-Heh-Wad-Heh, that's Hebrew. Your father's name is in Hebrew, just as his other name, Elah, E-L-I. When you go to the book of Matthew, it says, as the initiate, speaking as Jesus says, Elah, Elah, my God. That's what it means. But it means the Hebrew name of the Most High, Elah, 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 Elah. You can also use his original name, Yod-Heh-Wad-Heh. Address him as Kodowish, Yod-Heh-Wad-Heh, Sebayot. And you address the Lord, though Melchizedek, Yohewah, Kodowish, Adonai Sebayot, because Yod-Heh-Wah means, translated to Adonai as well, has given back to you the way your forefather used to address the Lord Thoth, Melchizedek, Yod-Heh-Wah. They translated it to also mean Adonai, Kodowish, Adonai Sebayot. It's included in Isaiah 6. It's included in Revelation. Same thing, but it's in English. Who give you English? Who come drop off English at your front door? Leave it wrapped and parceled up for you. Someone else from Europe came with that. You are Hebrew. That's why I ask you who you are. You are Hebrew. That's why I ask you who you are. You're a Nazarene speaking in Hebrew tongue. Go back to your Hebrew. Kodowish. Adonai Sebayot. Bring down the essence of the biorhythm for the body of spiritual rhythm of your self. It come down on you because you are saying and you're signaling and projecting back to the throne that's coming down in America. Colorado. Kodowish. Adonai Sebayoth is given for the 5th socket of your Great Pyramid in Colorado, which aligns with the heart vibration of what? Your 5 over self. That's why he has to get out of your holy land. So your over self can come down on you without no darkness blocking it. Kodowish, Kodowish, Kodowish. Adonai Sebayoth. Kodowish, Kodowish, Kodowish. Adonai Sebayoth. Kodowish, Kodowish, Kodowish. Adonai Sebayoth. Connect back you with your overself from all the essence, the vibration coming from your holy pyramid in Colorado. That's the essence that he's drawing away from you. Time for you to get it back. The only way you can activate it and get around him is through your Hebrew word. He has no power over your Hebrew word. No dark forces can throw down, can cow down, can quell out, can squash out your Hebrew power. You're an Hebrew. Children of Israel, the first root race. One last word I shall leave you with before I go, because you have to thank the Lord and the Most High for bringing you back to your Hebrew roots, your Hebrew nation, your Hebrew custom, and your Hebrew language. Thank the Most High forever and forever and forever. Thank the Lord forever and forever and forever. Thank the Most High forever and forever and forever. And when you thank him, when you're done your prayer, when you're done praying to the Most High, giving him your essence and your energy, say, hey, Shema. Last word I'm leaving with you. Shema, the last word I'm leaving with you. It means Most High and the Lord. Hear me. Listen to me. Hear my prayer, hear my cry, hear what I'm asking for, and your Shema, your voice will be heard at the highest vibration. That the Most High is waiting for you to come back to him with this Shema is given unto you freely. To who? The people of the Most High. That's your word the Father gave you, waiting for you to come back and say, Father, listen to me now. Listen to me, Father. We got fallen ones on our land. We got Esau set up, holding us in hostage, telling us all kind of nonsense. Come on, Most High. Send back our deliverance. Give me back my power. Give me back everything I need so I can get my purpose here. Fulfill and help my brothers and my sisters, and help my brothers and my sisters get their purpose done, completed, finished as well, and get the earth, which is America, the planet, the whole planet, back to their purpose, to also go from darkness to light. Hear me, O Most High. Shema Elohim, Shema Yod He Vahe, Shema Yod He Wah, Shema Adonai, Shema. Talk to your Father. Tell him to hear you. Stand before your Father. He said, come to him with a loud voice. Let him hear you and let him listen. By giving him back and speak to him back in his language and speak to him back in Hebrew. That's your Father's language, my people. Stand strong, O children of Israel. Stand strong, O children of Judah. Stand strong, O children of Jacob. Stand strong, O Ephraim. Stand strong, my Gentiles. Brothers and sisters, we all are in this journey back to the Most High. You are Hebrew. Stand strong. Be strong. Stay strong in the essence of being. And Hebrew, thank you, Most High. Elah, Yah, Yod He Vaheh, Elohim, Neta Rav Neta. Thank you, oh my Lord. Those Melchizedek, Yehovah, forever and forever and forever. Kodowish, Kodowish, Kodowish. Adonai Sebayoth.